What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today's review is going to be for the new horror movie Gretel and Hansel, directed by Oz Perkins and starring Sophia Lillis. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Of course, this movie is based on the German tale, and it's about these two kids, Sophia Lillis and her younger brother. They go to search for work out in the dark woods because their parents are really poor and hungry, and they're hungry themselves, and they stumble across this house, which is full of haunted witches, and this woman who has some very suspicious past about her. I didn't know what to expect going into this movie. It is a fairy tale as well, mixed with a horror thriller. And the concept seemed interesting. It feels very similar to The Witch, and that was one of my worries going in, that it would be kind of like a rehash of it. Sophia Lillis is an up-and-coming actress. She was in the It movies, of course, as young Beverly. And so what did I think of Gretel and Hansel? Well, I actually thought this was pretty enjoyable at times. It actually is a pretty fun movie. I think it is a cool concept for a horror movie to do, and a fairy tale mixed with that. And I thought it had pretty fun performances all around, and it actually was pretty much an enjoyable experience. Sophia Lillis is really good in the movie. As a star in the horror movie, she actually did a pretty good job with the role as this older sister looking out for her younger brother. And I thought she did really well in terms of the horror elements and playing this character in a fantasy aspect. The film has an understanding of its surroundings, like the cinematography really shows this dark woods really well. Thought the director did a really good job of putting you in that atmosphere with these characters going on the journey of trying to discover what you're looking for. There is a constant storyline of trying to find food, and if you're going into this movie hungry, don't, because they bring it up a lot, and that was my mistake going in, and I felt hungry watching this film. I also really enjoyed the score to this movie. I really love horror movie scores when they're done right, and the score in here is actually pretty bright to hear, and whenever there are fun sequences, they don't just play dark, ominous music. They actually had some light moments to it. The direction the movie goes in with the particular storyline just felt really underwhelming to the point where it gets too exposition heavy. And what I mean by that, without giving away any spoilers, if you do want to see it, is that they explain to us the plot twist in the movie, and in a very vague way. Like, it's just standing still and not really having any emotional resonance to it. I felt like it was the director's attempt to try to make an ambiguous ending, and it just comes off very sloppy, like he's trying too hard. Also, unfortunately, I think this issue has to go towards the script. The script isn't perfect all around. Some of the subplots make no sense at all, and the directions it was going in, especially the final act, for about a 90-minute runtime for a film, I just felt like the director could have done a better job of having a resolution that makes sense. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Gretel and Hansel, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you really enjoyed hearing what I had to say, please hit that like button and click that subscribe button, guys, because I do tons of reviews, reactions, rankings, tons of movie content, and I do this on a weekly basis. In the end, Gretel and Hansel wasn't as bad of a January horror movie as I thought it would be to end off January movie season 2020. I thought it did have some cool, clever parts to it, and some parts I didn't expect to be as enjoyable as it was. Sophia Lillis is a bright young star for the future, would love to see her in more work, but in order for this to be perfect, I wish that the ending made more sense. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Gretel and Hansel a C. It's decent. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Gretel and Hansel. Have you guys seen Gretel and Hansel? And if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!